1972 wasn't just another year for R&B. It was the year soul music stopped trying to entertain everyone and started telling the truth.
Whatever you want to.
The Vietnam War was still raging. Cities across America were changing. Families were struggling. Love was complicated. Trust was fragile. And artists were no longer interested in hiding any of it. Instead, they poured real life into their music. The result? Some of the greatest R&B songs ever recorded. Songs that comforted people through heartbreak, songs that challenged the system, songs that transformed radio forever, and songs that still sound as powerful today as they did more than 50 years ago. What's remarkable is that several of these classics almost never happened. Record labels rejected them. Executives doubted them. Some artists fought their own companies just to get them released. Yet somehow, these records survived every obstacle and became timeless. Today on the Groove Files, we're counting down the 12 greatest R&B songs from 1972 that shaped generations. And trust me, by the time we reach number 1, you'll understand why one song changed the entire future of soul music. Let's rewind the clock. Number 12. These few songs capture heartbreak quite like Oh Girl. Released by Chicago soul group The Chi-Lites, this wasn't a song about pride. It wasn't about revenge. It wasn't about pretending everything was fine. It was about vulnerability. Lead singer Eugene Record delivered the lyrics as if he was standing in front of someone he desperately didn't want to lose. At a time when many male singers projected strength and confidence, Oh Girl dared to reveal weakness. And listeners connected with it immediately. The song climbed all the way to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, making it one of the biggest crossover hits of the year. But what truly made it unforgettable was that haunting harmonica. Soul records weren't supposed to sound like this. Yet that lonely harmonica became the emotional heartbeat of the entire song. More than 50 years later, one listen is enough to transport people back to family gatherings, summer afternoons, and memories they thought they'd forgotten. That is the power of honest music. Number 11. Some songs become hits. Others become part of people's lives. Let's Stay Together belongs in the second category. By 1972, Al Green was already building momentum, but this song transformed him into a superstar. Recorded at Memphis' legendary Royal Studios, the record wrapped listeners in warmth from the very first note. There are no dramatic vocal acrobatics here, no flashy production, just conviction. Al Green wasn't begging. He wasn't negotiating. He was making a promise, and the world believed him. The song topped both the R&B and pop charts and became one of the defining love songs of the entire decade. What's fascinating is that Green's catalog is filled with incredible recordings, yet Let's Stay Together became so massive that it often overshadowed everything else he released. But maybe that's what happens when a singer captures a universal feeling perfectly. Everyone wants to believe love can last. And for 3 unforgettable minutes, Al Green made that belief sound possible. Number 10. Sometimes the simplest message becomes the most powerful. Bill Withers didn't need elaborate poetry to change music history. He only needed 6 words. Lean on me when you're not strong. That's it. No gimmicks. No complicated metaphor. Just truth. What makes the story even more remarkable is that Bill Withers wasn't a traditional music industry success story. He spent years working in an aircraft factory before recording professionally. Unlike many stars, he didn't become famous in his teens or 20s. His breakthrough came later. And maybe that's why songs like Lean on Me feel so authentic. They were written by someone who had actually lived life. The record became an anthem for communities around the world. Schools sang it. Churches sang it. Families sang it. Even during national tragedies, people turned to it for comfort. Very few songs become larger. Lean on Me is one of them. Number 9. Most hit records tell people what they want to hear. Marvin Gaye told people what they needed to hear. Inner City Blues was not designed to make listeners comfortable. It was designed to make them think. Poverty. Economic struggle. Social inequality. Government frustration. Marvin addressed subjects many artists avoided, yet somehow he wrapped those difficult realities inside one of the smoothest grooves ever recorded. That contrast is exactly what made the song so powerful. You could dance to it, but you couldn't ignore it. Decades later, hip-hop producers would sample its rhythm and mood countless times because its message never stopped feeling relevant. The world changed, but the emotions behind the song didn't. That's why it still resonates today. Number 8. Every once in a while, an artist reaches a level where creativity seems effortless. For Stevie Wonder, that moment arrived in 1972. Superstition wasn't just a hit, it was a declaration of artistic freedom. Fresh off a groundbreaking new Motown contract that gave him creative control, Stevie stepped into the studio and created one of the greatest funk records ever made. That iconic clavinet riff, that unstoppable groove, that unforgettable rhythm. Everything about it felt revolutionary. Ironically, the song was originally connected to rock guitarist Jeff Beck, but history had other plans. Once Stevie recorded his version, there was no turning back. The record exploded across radio. It topped charts, inspired generations of musicians, and helped redefine what modern soul music could sound like. If superstition proved anything, it was this. When genius is given freedom, magic usually follows. Number 7.
Man, this cat of the slum had a man, wasn't done.
The early 1970s produced many movie soundtracks, but only one soundtrack became more important than the film itself. That soundtrack was Superfly.
You know, Superfly.
Curtis Mayfield understood something many people missed. Instead of glorifying the lifestyle shown on screen, he examined its consequences.
Trying to get over.
The music wasn't celebrating the streets. It was questioning them. That difference mattered.
No happiness. Ooh, Superfly.
Wrapped inside lush orchestration and unforgettable grooves were observations about survival, temptation, and systemic struggles facing urban communities. The soundtrack became a cultural landmark.
Does it mean he wouldn't know? Can't be like the rest.
Not because it offered easy answers, but because it asked difficult questions. And few artists asked those questions more elegantly than Curtis Mayfield.
Questions why? The only game you know is to.
Number 6. Everybody has known a backstabber. That's why this song hit so hard. Produced by the legendary Gamble and Huff team, Backstabbers became one of the defining records of the Philadelphia soul movement. Everything about it feels cinematic. The strings, the rhythm, the tension, the vocal performance. It's almost like watching a suspense film unfold through music. The song explored betrayal, jealousy, and hidden motives. Subjects as relevant today as they were in 1972. And when Eddie Levert delivered those lyrics, listeners didn't hear a story. They heard a warning. The success of Backstabbers helped establish Philadelphia International Records as a major force in soul music. And in many ways, it helped shape the sophisticated sound that would dominate much of the decade. Number 5.
I know your image of me is what I hope.
Some performances entertain, others reveal a soul. Donny Hathaway's version of A Song for You belongs in the second category. Originally written by Leon Russell, the song had already been recorded by several artists, but Hathaway transformed it. His live interpretation feels less like a performance and more like a personal confession. Every note carries emotion. Every pause carries meaning. You can hear years of experience, pain, gratitude, and love woven into the arrangement.
'Cause we're alone now, and I'm singing this.
Classically trained and musically brilliant, Hathaway possessed an extraordinary ability to connect technical mastery with raw feeling. The result was one of the most moving live recordings in R&B history. When the applause finally arrives, it feels almost secondary. The real impact happens in the silence beforehand.
You see through me.
Number 4. By 1972, Isaac Hayes wasn't simply making records. He was redefining what Black excellence looked and sounded like. Theme from Shaft broke barriers everywhere. The song fused soul, funk, orchestration, and cinematic storytelling into something entirely new. Audiences had never heard anything quite like it. The wah-wah guitar instantly became iconic. The arrangement felt larger than life. And the record's success helped transform film music forever. Then came the historic moment. Isaac Hayes became the first Black artist to win an Academy Award for Best Original Song. That achievement extended far beyond music. It symbolized progress, representation, recognition, and proof that soul music belonged on every stage in the world. More than 50 years later, the opening notes remain instantly recognizable. That's the definition of a classic. Number 3. Some songs grow larger over time. Harry Hippie is one of them. While it never achieved the commercial attention of some records on this list, its reputation has only strengthened with age. Bobby Womack wasn't interested in creating polished perfection. He wanted authenticity. And authenticity is exactly what he delivered. The song tells the story of a free spirit drifting through life outside society's expectations.
Somebody tell me, how can you help Harry if he's sleeping on the ground?
But beneath the humor lies something deeper. Compassion, understanding, humanity.
Life don't bug him, 'cause he thinks he's getting.
Womack sang about people many artists ignored. The outsiders, the wanderers, the misunderstood. That's part of what makes the song feel timeless.
I like to help a man when I.
It doesn't judge, it observes. And sometimes observation is more powerful than criticism. Number 2. When people discuss Aretha Franklin, they usually focus on her power. But Daydreaming reminds us of something equally important: her tenderness.
Ever since you've been gone.
Released during a period of personal and professional transition, the song revealed a softer side of the Queen of Soul. The arrangement floats effortlessly. The melody feels weightless. And Aretha's voice moves through the record with incredible grace. Rather than demanding attention, she invites listeners into a private moment, a fantasy, a memory, a feeling. the result became one of the most beautiful recordings of her career. And perhaps one of the most underrated. Because sometimes the quietest performances reveal the most about an artist. Number 1. And here we are, the greatest R&B song of 1972. Not because it sold the most records, not because critics loved it, not because history told us to, because it changed everything. What's Going On challenged the idea of what soul music could be. Before this record, many labels preferred songs about romance and entertainment. Marvin Gaye wanted to talk about reality. War, poverty, environmental concerns, social division, human compassion. And he wrapped all of it inside one breathtaking masterpiece. The song almost never reached the public. Motown founder Berry Gordy initially questioned whether audiences would accept such a politically conscious record. Marvin refused to back down. Thankfully, he didn't. Because the result became one of the most important recordings in music history. More than 50 years later, the questions Marvin asked remain unanswered. And perhaps that's why the song continues to resonate across generations. It's not simply a record, it's a conversation, one that never truly ended. Those were the Groove Files' 12 greatest R&B songs from 1972 that shaped generations. Now it's your turn. Which song would you have placed at number 1? And what legendary 1972 R&B classic do you think deserves more recognition? Drop your picks in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through one of the greatest years in soul music history, make sure you subscribe to the Groove Files, turn on notifications, and join us for more deep dives into the artists, songs, and stories that shaped R&B forever. Until next time, keep the groove alive.